Welcome back, everyone, to Yonder in the Shire, where today, we need to find out what happened to Griffo Boffin, and I guess we also need to report in that we finished our little hunt all throughout the Shire. And what we want to do today is to find Griffo and find out, is he all the way in North Cotton Farm, or is he much closer? And what connection does it have to food? Because we are talking about Griffo after all. Hmm, looks like I found someplace. A, a wagon? Griffo Boffin stands here, contentedly patting his stomach. Hmm, what? Did you open up a food stall or something?
Hello.
Are you here to sample some food from North Cotton Farm? The wagon driver kindly let me try some of the vegetables, and I'm pleased to report that they are perfectly fresh and of the finest quality. Aha! Well, so he didn't go all the way to North Cotton Farm, but he came pretty close. Well then, I just had to try some of this fresh baked bread, and there was a basket of apples just waiting to be sampled. I suppose Angelica's party is ready to begin, right? Then I'll return to No Bottle, and perhaps when I get there, I shall fill up my corners. My sister will surely have set out some snacks by then. All right, we shall see. Congratulations! You have accounted for each of the Boffin children. Yay! Now, let's then go and speak to Dinadas. With all this bouncing around, I think I am quite pleased that I'm running this on a warden so that I can just get back to No Bottle at any time because it is certainly quite a hub in this quest chain here. Now, do we need to return these crates at some point?
Is there something I can do for you?
You did it! You found all of my wayward brothers and sisters. You have my thanks, Pine Seed. Alright, there we go. And we get a nice upgrade. And also a rep boost. Very good. And Kindred. Oh, okay. I reached ally of the Shire, and the next step is Kindred. Okay, that's good. Now I need to speak to Priska, and let's hope she's not too upset at me. She doesn't have the appearance of somebody who's pleased.
Hello.
I still do not know what you might have to do with this situation, Pine Seed, but you do seem to have made things right. I am a hobbit of my word. I forgive you for your part in this, whatever it might have been.
Might I have a word with you?
The party is back on, and with my children returned, it will take no time at all to make Angelica's new home ready for the festivities. Alright. Oh, we get a well-loved easel and a blank canvas. Hmm. Now let's have a very Boffin housewarming. Hello. Thank you very much for coming to Yondershire to welcome me to my new home. It means a lot that you would take the time and also that you would help gather up all my siblings together again after they scattered to the winds. Yeah, sorry about that. A worried expression suddenly crosses Angelica's face. They are still here, right? Maybe you better check. That's typical for the Boffins. Co-conspirators Camilla and Dinadis are here, of course. Alright, that's good. And Fosco and Esmeralda are in the sitting room. Good. Well, there's Marigold, and Griffo, of course, is next to wherever there is food. So that's Marigold and Griffo. Okay. And, of course, Barilak has found himself a nice napping spot as usual. just as you finish telling Angelica, with some surprise, that the siblings are all still here and have not gone a wandering, there is a knock on the door. I thought you said that we were all here. I have three guesses as to who, actually one guess as to who it is. That must be MAGIX the Grub, Bingo offers cheerfully. Shortly after returning from Tyfield, I bumped into Angelica's new neighbor. She had nothing but the kindest things to say about her visit with you and Camilla, and I thought that it would be a nice gesture to invite her to Angelica's housewarming party, along with her whole family. Oh, this could turn awkward. Wait, her whole You mean the animals? Thank you for inviting me and my lovelies to your party. I have to leave my small ones at home during the day, and I miss them so. There are so many creatures in my house. I love it. Oh, this is Angelica. I'm so glad, neighbor. Oh, that's right. This is Angelica. Isn't she the one who loves all those creatures? Yes. I want to thank you for a very thoughtful gift. It never occurred to me that there was such a tradition. I beg your pardon? I am sorry to interrupt, but I had a thought. Uh-oh. I understand that Mageta's work brings you here all over the Yonder Shire during the day. It does, now more than ever. And that means that all of your creatures must get quite lonely while you're away. It is true, and I miss them so. Well, what do you think, Dinodus? Do you know anyone who loves to take care of animals? Not really. Dina, you know someone just like that. Our sister Angelica. It would be not too great a bother, would it? Oh, not at all. I would like nothing better. Oh, look at all these dear ones. Then it's settled. Welcome to the Undershire! Hooray! Did you and my siblings arrange this pine seed? You must have. Imagine, I can spend all day taking care of Mageta's menagerie. I'm so pleased that I moved here. This is the very finest housewarming present that I could have imagined. Thank you all so much. You should have told me what you and Bingo were planning, Pine Seed. I'm sorry if I was so suspicious before. Clearly, all of my children had their own errands to attend to in order to set up this surprise for Angelica. At any rate, all is well now. Of all my children, only Angelica would forgive so many animals loose in her new home. Keep that in mind when you next one moves out, Pine Seed. Fosco will not be so happy with such a gift. Maybe a decoration would suit him better. A painting of a boat, perhaps? Thank you for all that you have done. This was a lovely day after all. How nice. What a pleasant party this was. Quite enjoyable for everyone, I would say. Might I speak with you, Pine Seed? Outside, I think? All right, let's go outside. It's nice to see that the crates have finally been moved.
Hello.
I think that turned out to be a fairly satisfying housewarming party, Pine Seed, would you not say? And it seems that Dinodus inflicted no lasting damage. You adopt an innocent expression and ask Bingo what he means by that. Ha ha! You're free to keep your secret, my friend, but this hobbit sees more than you might credit him. I am quite a perceptive fellow, and it is little use to keep things from me, for I'll unravel any mystery in no time at all. I discerned the mishap my cousin caused very early on, and knew that the painting must certainly be of the wrong hobbit home. Who do you think told Camilla where you and Dinadus might be found, fresh after the present purloining caper? She is sharp as a tack, you know, and I thought your little conspiracy could use a little more in the way of smart. No offense, Pine Seed. Oh, did you think that I ran into Margaret the Grub entirely by accident, or that I did not suggest that she bring her entire menagerie to the party? I have had rather a lot of experience managing the assorted difficulties of Boffins sometimes cause themselves, and to a point, in fact, that I have caused mischief enough myself, as it turns out. Oh, one more thing, my friend. I have come to possession of an easel, and I think you should have it. This belonged to an artist I met on the road shortly before I arrived in Yonder Shire, and when I spoke with him, he revealed that not only had he encountered a relative of mine, that he had painted a hobbit house for him. He told me that no more needs for the easel, and I could have it. Well, I am no more skilled with words than with pictures, so I did not intend to keep it. You can have it instead, Pine Seed. And yes, because you have figured it out, he told me the address that Dinadus had given him, and I knew at once that it was the wrong one, and determined to pull this prank on my cousin. So perhaps I'm not quite as perceptive as I led you to believe, but still, it is a good jest, and I think all that turned out all right in the end. Thank you for all your help in making this happen, Pine Seed. I do believe it was a very Boffin housewarming, and I would have wanted nothing else. Very well, so we get a well-loved easel and a blank canvas. And I still have a feeling I know what elf that was for. Now, what do you have here? This is the well-loved easel, and these are, of course, furniture items. Furniture yard and mobile yard. Alright, so I suppose I'll have to take that to a house. But now, where should we go next? Oh yes, of course, the museum. It looks like I've collected everything during my other wanderings, so let's see what we can do with all of this. Just do a little bit of building. And there we go, a display case. So now let's place a few items there. There, how about that? Yes, perfect. And nobody was disturbed during the construction. Now, I guess I should talk to Hugo Clayhanger and to the barkeep.
A lovely day, isn't it?
That looks quite decent, Pine Seed. Now the question is whether this decoration will actually attract new customers to the Fox and Fiddle. But I am at least willing to give Hugo the time to find out. He has purchased a lot of food and drink from me over the years, you know. Alright, good. And what do you say about that, Hugo?
A lovely day, isn't it?
Would you look at that? Everyone in the village will now visit the Wellstones without having to set foot outside the Fox and Fiddle. Well done indeed, Pine Seed, and with all the goblins there, I'm pretty sure that it's better that way. Well then, that takes care of another thread. We've taken care of Hugo's thread, we've taken care of the Bingo thread, and we've taken care of Diamond's thread. That's quite a bit all done on here, and that means that maybe... What? Oh, the Gamage! Hello there, I am back from my hunting expedition.
Just a moment.
Yes, you have returned from the hunt. As I am a hobbit of my word, I say that you are now an honorary hunter of gamut. However, you are not the best hunter of game in the Yonder Shire, for that title belongs to me. If you wish to become my equal, you will have to track down the most elusive and dangerous creatures in all the land. Do this, and perhaps we will stand on equal footing, the finest game hunters in the Yonder Shire. I will at least be impressed, so I need to defeat Nightfell, Scuttlechur, Sharpsnout, Shire, and Yellowfang. Well, Yellowfang sounds like a name for a wolf. And let's see, Nightfell. Let's see, Sharpsnout and Shire. Because I'm wondering if one's a Neeker. Maybe Shire could be the Neeker. And Scuttlechur, maybe the Shrew. And oh yeah, we need a fly. A fly could be sharp. No. Sharp snout would be maybe sharp snout could be the bear, and that Nightfell. Would sound like a strange name for a fly. Anyway, I suppose we'll have to go and hunt them down. But now we have other people that we need to speak to, but it looks like some of these are just upset hobbits that need to sign a petition. Yeah, I'm still gathering signatures. Since we took care of all those threads that were sending us all over the place, perhaps maybe it's time that we actually do the Gamage quests that are remaining.
Can I take a moment of your time?
Hey, why are you snooping around? Trying to ruin my potatoes again? Why, I ought to... You don't know what I'm talking about. Well, I admit, I may have been a bit hasty there. Oh, sorry. It was just that all of my potatoes have sprouted, and it's too early for them to sprout. Something's not right. I'm no good at solving mysteries, but if you are, feel free to investigate the sacks over there. The potatoes are sprouting. Well, let's see. These potatoes seem to be fine. Alright. And these? These appear completely fine. Alright. One last sack. These have sprouted. And it is that a trail of potatoes? This trail leads away from Embert's house. A trail of potatoes. A spud trail. Okay. Well then, let's see what's going on in here. Is this going to be another goose? No, this doesn't sound like something that a goose would do. I mean, they might take one or two potatoes, but certainly not enough to leave a trail of potatoes. What in the world? I think this is the clearest trail I've ever seen in this game. Hold on. Andro Underdelf. Well...
What do you need?
I'm sorry. I didn't want to steal those potatoes, honest. Some ruffians caught me eavesdropping, and one of them, Elgar Crowfoot, threatened me. I'd heard that they were running low on supplies, so I offered to bring them food to them if they'd let me go. Stealing from Ebert was easy enough. I just filled his potato sack with sprouted ones so that he wouldn't notice until it was too late. But I knew I'd get found out in the end. All right.
Might I have a word with you?
I don't know a thing about fighting, but you look like one that does. If you could defeat Elgar, you'd scare off his friends that never approaching Gamage, and I wouldn't have to steal any more food from my neighbors. Right, Elgar's holed up in Osalagras to the northeast. Maybe you could draw him out by stealing back the remaining potatoes. Osalagras. Maybe I should have taken this quest sooner so that I could have done it the last time I was in that area. It's a bit late for me to head out and go after those brigands, but I think it's about time that I catch that boot. And I finally found that there is a hobby master here in Gamage. In fact, it looks like it's Misty Bolger. It looks like she's decided to come up here for a while.
How do you do?
Have you always wanted to relax at a stream or pond and cast in a line of sparkling waters and catch? Yeah, let's just train. There we go, and that should give me a fishing pole. The basics of fishing, I think I have some idea how that operates, but I really should head out to the other side. And see what I can do here, because I suspect that that's the spot I need to aim for if I am going to successfully catch this item in here. Oh yes, I am going to need to bring the hobby thing onto the proper location. There, that should do. Now let's see if we catch anything. Not a very good cast, I should say. Maybe it's close enough? Probably not, considering that my fishing skill is what, 1 right now? You caught a tiny waterlogged boot. Wow! Nice first catch. Here you go.
Hello.
Thank you. Mago takes the little Saki boot and works it onto the doll's foot. Mr. Pondfoot says he found the magic stone. He can't tell you what it does, only that you'll know what to do when the time is right. Magic stone. A tater. Well, I suppose if you plant it, it'll grow into a potato plant. I think there's only one more quest remaining here in Gamage.
Might I speak with you a moment?
Hello, my capable and well-armed friend. I am the soon-to-be preeminent food historian, Wingard Puttyfoot. I happen to be looking for a research assistant, someone to help me with all the drudgery. You're interested? Meet me in the front of Oslagorat. Okay, fine. I'll meet you there. Good thing I did come to speak with her, because that is where we are going to be going in the next episode of Yonder in the Shire.